Hello, YouTube viewers. Today, we're diving into the gripping world of Killers of the Flower Moon, a film that's as brutal as they come. Directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese and written by Eric Roth, this movie spans dozens of murders over several years, all within a Herculean 206-minute runtime. We'll be discussing the film's chilling portrayal of Native American genocide and a toxic love story set against this dark backdrop. One of the standout features of this film is the cast. Scorsese brings together two of his most prominent collaborators, Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio, lending it infinite star power. However, the real revelation here is Lily Gladstone as Molly Burkhart, a wealthy Osage tribeswoman. Her performance is simply stunning, as we see her character's journey from sweetness to a gradual, heartbreaking decline. Killers of the Flower Moon is based on a true story, focusing on a string of murders in Oklahoma in the 1920s, where the victims were all part of or connected to an oil-rich Native American community. These murders were initially barely investigated, revealing a disturbing prejudice of the time. The film takes a different approach from the book, as Scorsese and Roth choose to depict the conspiracy more openly from the start. This murder mystery unfolds from the murderer's point of view, delivering a gut-wrenching emotional punch as it boldly portrays their ruthless actions. These conspirators, acting with impunity, kill those they consider beneath them, all in the name of financial gain. It's a shocking reflection of one of America's original sins, the mistreatment of native populations, with little regard for the consequences. The film isn't content with portraying Osage characters as mere sympathetic victims. They share the spotlight with DiCaprio and De Niro, who play quietly vicious characters hiding behind their friendship with the Osage. DiCaprio embodies Ernest, whose charm is gradually buried beneath complicity, while De Niro portrays the audacious William Hale, who considers himself the king of the Osage Hills. However, the perspective of the Osage tribe is central to the film's success. The script was thoughtfully rewritten with Osage input, offering a profound glimpse into their culture, traditions, and way of life. Despite being set in the 1920s, Killers of the Flower Moon embraces a self-reflexive Western style. Rodrigo Prieto's breathtaking cinematography captures the essence of the Western landscape, and Robbie Robertson's music evokes the genre at every turn. The film frames the perpetrators within classic Western and mob movie conventions, portraying them as black-hatted outlaws and untouchable gangsters, albeit openly scheming. This film skillfully inverts historical narratives, turning the tables on the portrayal of Native people in cinema. This film is a masterclass in maintaining breakneck momentum, courtesy of Martin Scorsese's dynamic camera work, editor Thelma Schoonmaker's razor-sharp cuts, and the perfect fusion of both. Despite the somber subject matter, it's quintessentially Scorsese, featuring recognizable actors in minor roles and snappy dialogues reminiscent of Goodfellas. It's a disarmingly fun experience, yet it deftly pulls you out of your comfort zone with stark reminders of the lurking violence. The extended runtime is an asset, allowing the film to sit heavily in the pit of your stomach, much like the latter part of Scorsese's The Irishman. Here, you're exposed to a secret murder plot that becomes increasingly stressful and harrowing. However, in Killers of the Flower Moon, the plan is visible to almost everyone, especially the white characters, and the camera itself is complicit. This amplifies the dread, especially when you consider how easily violence is committed against the Osage, even within systems that are supposed to be just but appear unlikely to convict white men of these crimes. It's the genuine love story between Molly and Ernest that steals the show. Their relationship, filled with euphoria and difficulties, becomes a microcosm of the fractured trust between Native Americans and colonizers. It's a complex, multifaceted bond with an authentic allure, but given the troubling circumstances and Ernest's questionable associations, everything about this romance is thrown into doubt. Ernest's morality, the brutality of violent bloodshed, is as painful as the brutality of doubt, and both Molly and the audience are left wondering about the genuineness of a man like Ernest. Can he be trusted or redeemed when his actions align with what political thinker Hannah Arendt described as the banality of evil? This focus on Ernest's morality becomes the central mystery through Molly's eyes, leading to an emotionally nauseating payoff. Emotional closure. While the film provides a conclusive plot, it intentionally avoids offering a sense of emotional closure. Scorsese's choice is a metatextual one, acknowledging the long-lasting implications of the violence depicted on screen. The lives of its native characters are filled with caveats, where death doesn't just lurk around corners but on the main street of every American town, often wearing a friendly and familiar smile. Killers of the Flower Moon, offers a detailed portrait of the Osage tribe and the infamous murders of the 1920s, with Lily Gladstone delivering a performance